Look at what we're trying to do. We're trying to make a product that's marketable to law enforcement, to anyone who, outside of even law enforcement, people that cannot have THC in their system. So I'll use this as our transition bridge, our new product line. Let's talk about some of our new products.
Medical terpene line.
Medical terpene line, Eybna.
Functional line.
Functional. Yes. Actually, receptor. It's a functional receptor line, I think. Very cool product. So far in beta testing, everything we're working on, we're batting like 98%.
It's scientifically proven. They have
they have tons of research.
They have tons of research on this.
Years of research.
Yep. And Eybna, if you look at their website, I don't know if we can get it up anywhere, but lots of information. If you want to learn anything about terpenes.
Right. Yeah. But when we get into like what this receptor line is about, it's the fact that there are certain people, and I want to use law enforcement. I have many law enforcement friends. I've been around the climate for quite a while, even with my military background, getting into that climate where you can't have THC in your system for your day-to-day job. However, many people have to decompress. And I don't want to speak on behalf of what it would like to be on an 8-hour shift, but examples that have even been told to me, you go from a traffic accident where you see someone dead in a traffic accident, then you have to go from that to some speeding asshole who just wants to give you a hard time, and then you have to go
child abuse.
You have a child abuse or a child's molested, right? Like that's your 8-hour day, and now you have to do the paperwork, you have to document, you have to further investigate depending on the agency who it gets kicked to, but you go through all of that in 8 hours, and then you're supposed to go home and just turn back into a normal civilian. Many people emphasize PTSD with military. It's automatically affiliated to military, and I struggle with that because I think law enforcement, paramedics see gruesome shit for 8 hours, and then they go home, and how do they turn that off? You just scraped a human body off a road with a shovel or decapitated in a vehicle accident, and how do you unwind from that? Like, we have stress in business, right? We talk about business stress, but the graphic nature that many of our own Americans see on a day-to-day basis, that's traumatic to them. And then they go home, and right now, what's the biggest thing many people do when they go home to decompress?
Drink
a beer.
Yep. And alcoholism is a terrible thing. Not only does it become more addictive, you build a tolerance to it. And then what? Next thing, what does a 6-pack turn into a 12-pack? And what does that do for your family? What does that do for what you're for? Right. Even health-wise, it's just terrible. So coming up with this new product that one is either edible or smokable, and we can give them a quality to either, the three things we're focusing on are sleep, pain, and focus. And if we can get sleep put into there, I like that. Government workers, first responders, educators. Oh, she's showing it up. Stress that need the best terps instead of old alcohol. Agreed. That's a great comment because it's a very true thing. And if we can provide something like that, even in our marketing campaign, we're going to law enforcement agencies to drop off gift baskets once this makes it through testing.
Of the broad spec that has no THC. It'll have CBD in it.